All right, we're on the Chapter 8 test review. We're looking at problem number 15. Let's get started. The lengths of different types of snakes at a zoo are shown in the table. The table is right here. So we're going to be using this information here. Snake's name, type of snake, and the length of the snake. So for the numbers 15a through 15, looks like my mic went out. You should have been able to see my work though. So hopefully that's going to get you where you need to be on those problems here. Let's do 15C just to be sure we understand the process. So Puck is 5 times as long as Kenny. So we're going to take Kenny's length and times that by 5. Again, with multiplication, we can flip that if we want. I know most students feel more comfortable when they have the whole number first, but if you don't need to do that, you don't have to do that. So we're checking to see if this multiplication problem, if our answer is the length of Puck. If it is the length of Puck, then this statement is true. If it's not the length of Puck, then this statement is false. So the way I like to do it, again, there's multiple ways to solve these problems. I like to do the whole numbers first. So 5 times 1 is 5. And then I multiply the whole number times the fraction. 5 halves would be 5 halves, or 5 times 1/2 would be 5 halves. Now I have my whole number 5, but I got to change this improper fraction into a mixed number. So I take the, I take the numerator 5 and I divide, denominator 2, denominator, and divide it into the numerator. 2 goes into 5 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. Subtract gives you 1. That remainder becomes your new numerator. Denominator stays the same. It was 2. It stays 2. So now I change this improper fraction into this mixed number. I still have my 5, so now I have to add that mixed number to the 5 that I had. So 5 plus 2 is 7, and the only half I have left is 1/2. So now I'm checking. 7.5, is that equal to 7.5? Yes, it is, so that is a true statement. True. Okay, 16. Hank used 3.5 bags of seed plant grass in his front yard. He used 3 times as much in his backyard. How much seed did Hank need for his backyard? That's our question. So we need to take the 3.5 bags that he used for the front, and times it by 3. 3 times. 3 times. That's how we know to multiply it by 3. Taking the amount that he used in the front yard, 3.5, and we do that 3 times to get how much he used in the backyard. Again, 3 times 3 is the way I like to do it, the whole numbers first. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1/2 would be 3 halves, and then I have to change this improper fraction to a mixed number. So I take the denominator 2, divide it into the numerator. 2 goes into 3 1 time. 1 times 2. Sorry, I lost you again. 3 and 3 halves. I changed it to 1 1/2. And now I just have to add this 1 1/2 to the 9 that I started out with here. So I just rewrote it over here. And then I'm adding 1 1/2 to that. And we get 10 1/2. So